Good evening. Welcome to Monday Nights with Massettis and Friends. We've got the gang here, and we've got longtime friend Donnie Fagundes with Max Cackle with us. So, Donnie, thanks for joining. Thank you guys all for being here. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Pretty awesome.
Good. You're good.
Hey guys.
Made it through another week. Today is 2nd of February already, and February comes around, so is pool season, it seems. So we figured we might as well start with a little preview of the 2026 pulling season, and Donnie is kicking it off in just over a week, I guess, huh?
What, a week and 2 days? Wednesday? A week from Wednesday.
Yeah. So I know you're a busy guy right now, and we appreciate you taking a little bit of time and coming on with us. You've been on the show with us before. I think everybody here in California pretty much knows you, but if you don't mind, just introduce yourself again and tell everybody about your company.
My wife and I, Kathy, have Max Cackle Power Sports. It's kind of named after one of the tractors we got, but we've been doing this thing for probably way longer than we should have been doing it, but fun. But and we used to put on a few more pulls. It's just getting they're getting harder and harder to put on. Our kids are getting grown. We got grandkids now and everything. It's just it is difficult to do all this stuff. So I appreciate all the stuff like you guys do and Mike and all the guys that put on 8 to 10 of them. That's a lot. We used to do that, and it's just wore me out. And we're just cruising around with 2 or 3, and then we go to your guys's, and it's a lot funner. Trust me.
Yeah, I understand that part. But so next Wednesday, the 11th, the California Winter Nationals coming up. How long have you been doing this? How long have just Max Cackle been doing it?
Max Cackle, probably 10, 12 years. And then prior to that, I was actually president of the Pacific Tractor Pullers Association, and that goes way back into the 90s. This is when I took that over from Mike Lorenzo years ago. But as far as the pull and Tulare that we're doing, it's we started back in 2004. Rob Fletcher was the president, he was the chairman of that year, and we actually got started, and they actually promoted it themselves, and PTPA put the shows on, and it grew to something pretty big. A lot of people might not remember this. I know you do, Brian, because obviously we use your sleds, but it at one point it was a 3 and 4 hook series between Stockton, Santa Maria, Bakersfield, and then 2 nights in Tulare. And it was pretty big. I mean, we drew the Kloss tractor one year and had guys from back east, Nebraska, and it grew into something pretty well. And then they got into the concerts, doing the concerts and the speakers, and kind of they didn't want to do the pulls, kind of set it aside. So that's about the time Kathy and I started Max Cackle Power Sports. So we started doing it. Of course, we don't have the resources they do, so we can't do 2 nights. And I couldn't imagine, I don't know how we did it, try to string together 3 or 4 pulls this time of the year. I mean, because I quit looking at the weather January 1st because it just doesn't do any good. It just makes me nervous, makes me sick. So I just quit looking, and it is what it is,
You can't change it. Why bring the agitation?
That's what I told my wife. Last night we went out to dinner, and she says, "Hey, by the way, I said, at what?" And she said, "The weather," and I said, "I don't want to hear it. It doesn't matter.
Cover your ears at that point. It don't matter."
Exactly. It is what it is. There's nobody, you can't control it. So, I said, it is going to happen. So we go in and do it as if there's not going to be no weather issues, and knock on wood, we never had to cancel one because of it.
Most people don't tempt fate by saying that out loud, but That's respect right there. Nicely done.
Well, anyways, it's I don't know how we did it. We had the series, and actually it was pretty big at one time. We had a little points fund just for those 4 hooks. It was a pretty good little deal.
How many
And
years
never
did
got
you
out
run
of
it as? How many years did you run it as a series like that, Donnie?
I think we ran it from, I'm not being rude here, I'm just trying to look at some notes or one of the posters, 2004 to 2009
Oh, nice. It's a
is
good
when we,
run.
yeah. And then about 2010 is when they backed off, and then we kind of picked up and then started going. And then, as well as, Kevin, Brian, Trevor, you guys all know that, they built a nice facility out there, and it really is nice grandstands. But we finally got out there when Rob Fletcher was president or chairman that year. They had like a 5-8 year plan to get grandstands and to do all that stuff. And it took a lot longer than that, but they finally got the grandstands in. Unfortunately, the problem is there's some other stuff that goes with it. I mean, they have really no lighting out there. There's no concessions. There's no bathrooms. All that stuff we had to get on our own outside of that. And then once you put a pencil to all that, it makes it too hard to rent the place. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the other thing that I would say was disappointing on their side was that you had to deal with. There's no way to fence that deal off, like the pit side, I should say. So I mean,
well, there is.
Anyways,
they just don't do it. In my opinion, I mean, the way it was explained to me, the grandstands went in, and then every year they were going to do something, whether it be the lighting, bathrooms, whatever. And that's true, but they put them in. And I don't think since they've actually put them in, nothing's really got done. And that was kind of given wasn't an ultimatum, but it was just pretty much said, hey, rent the grounds. You got the grandstands. It's yours, but everything else is on you. And we did it because I guess I just wanted to be out there too bad or see how it worked. But unfortunately, because of the direction of the traffic and the way things went, and it just, it was just, I just couldn't do it. It was just not, it was either going to happen at the fairgrounds or it wasn't going to happen. I had a couple meetings with some people, and we just couldn't come to any agreement on getting some extra help as far as all that other stuff. And I mean, they're real good, and they're going to get that at some point, and it is a good place to be. But unfortunately for this particular one, at the time of the year it is, the way it's dark with it, you need real good lighting. And we did the best we could last year. And unfortunately, in my opinion, it should have been a lot better, but that's all we had. And I'm one of these guys that want to learn from my mistakes, so I don't want to do it twice. I mean, sure. I'll make a mistake once and apologize for it and move forward, but I'm not going to do it twice.
Oh, man.
Can't apologize a second time.
You're right. You can't, but that has never stopped me from making the same mistake twice. I need to learn how you figured that out, because I don't have it.
Wow. I don't know. If I don't get too personal here, Steve, how old are you? Can I ask?
50.
You're only 50?
Yeah.
I'm 63. That's how. That's
all right. All right. So it's not too far ahead. I know I look a little older than that, especially with the white hair here, but
no, you got a few more years to go, then you'll be thinking like me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So,
but anyhow, that's one reason why we moved it. So,
and it works there. The fairgrounds is set up perfect for it. It just it works, and you know what to do there. You've done it there for a long, long time, so I think it makes sense. I hope it works out well. They also, don't they bus people? Can't you could park at the fairgrounds parking lot and ride a bus to the farm show. Is that still the way they do it, or no?
Yeah, they have the buses there. In fact, one of the parking lots right when you come in gate 11, it's gate 11 off of O Street. That's the gate we'll use for the pit gate. It's the one we've always used, actually. There's a park and ride right there to your right. When you pull in, there's a parking lot, and you park there, and the buses are constantly, I think it's like every 20 minutes they roll through, drop off and pick up. So yeah, that's there. So yeah, people can, I mean, Kathy's getting some stuff out that we needed. We neglected to put out the fact that, and she's doing it today, or going to try to do it today or tomorrow morning, is, that the overnight camping, no hookup is free. If you need hookups, they're $40. But if you wanted to get there the day before and then go out in the morning to the farm show, the bus is right there. You don't have to go out there. In fact, I would suggest you get on the bus and not even begin to drive your car out there.
Perfect. So if somebody wanted to come into town on Tuesday,
Yeah.
they could park in the pits and then
Yes.
Wednesday morning head over to the
Yeah.
show and come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think like Nick and Mark, they pretty much do that.
Yeah.
And they use their park and ride. But it's there, it's available. That's really what you need to use, in my opinion. I mean, I if anybody's ever been out there one time and knows what kind of mess they got as far as parking, it's not good. So
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there for sure. So
mhm.
um, try to get Kev back on here. So on Wednesday, showtime is
Gates open at 5. The show starts at 6:30. And then it's just once we start, we're not doing no intermissions, nothing like that. We're going to run through, being kind of as a school night, and get people back on the road. The ones that want to go home,
You know how many hooks you're expecting, Donnie?
I think Kathy told me today it's right around 45 to 50 right now,
Nice.
but
cool.
it's not. I mean, we looked last year, and I think last year we had 63 total, but last year it was actually they were calling for weather that day. A lot of people called in the morning, wanted to know what the weather was like, and I just like, hey, dude, if you have any doubt, just stay home, because I don't want you to blame me if you show up and it starts to rain.
Yeah, especially if a guy's going to drive 4 hours to get there or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, but fortunately and hopefully this year that everything's looking really, really good. So hopefully we don't have any of those calls.
What time does the pit gate close?
On Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'm going to say show starts at 6:30, probably. Well, the pit gate we got to have a guard there because that's the only gate that actually stays open because of an emergency. We have to keep that gate open. So the pit gate probably won't close to get a pit pass. I mean, by 6, you probably have to be in.
Okay.
But there's a security guard there. But yeah, that's because the pit gate brings you into the pits. It don't actually get you into the pools like some of them do. You still have to walk up and inside because it's at the Thunderbolt, so it's inside the racetrack. But
Right.
To answer the question, I would say 6.
Okay. And you're running all the normal classes.
Yeah, and all the classes that we normally run. I mean, and that's we've kind of always done that. We don't have the big. I mean, the shows we do. One Dixon, we're limited in space there, so we can't really run a couple of classes. So the ones that we don't really have a lot of numbers in, we don't run there. But all the modified tractor classes, pro mods, 6,000 super stocks, the diesels, all that stuff. To me, those are the core group that we always try to
Sure.
run.
Yep.
And the super farms as well.
Cool.
So, yeah.
You mentioned Dixon. What's the date on that one?
It's the Saturday before Mother's Day.
I think it'll be the 9th then.
Yes, I think you're right.
Okay.
Got it on my phone here.
Cool. Because this year the 9th, Chowchilla moved back
They
to
did.
that weekend. So that'll be Friday night. And then Saturday is Dixon, and it's only about 3 hours from Chowchilla. So guys are going to be out on the road anyways. It'll make a nice little doubleheader weekend. So
Yeah.
So that works out pretty good. So
Didn't Chowchilla used to be the first weekend, Brian? Wasn't it the May Day poll?
No, that's the Las Banas Fair.
Thank you.
Yep. So there's the flyer. Is there VIP tickets available still?
Yeah, I haven't talked to my sister and my sister-in-law and brother take care of that. Last time I talked to them, there was some left.
Okay.
I wish the other tickets would go as fast as those do. I can't believe. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's some left. Today was a busy day on the phone. A lot of those tickets, guys calling, and I'm just forwarding that over to her because I got my hands full with the other stuff. I don't really want to mess with that. So they take care of it. They do a good job. So they just handle that. But yeah, there's still a few available. Yeah.
Okay. What is the what's the best way for people to reach out to get to get questions answered? That's your cell phone on there, right?
That's my cell phone. Yeah, that's just the easiest. Because none other, the one that's
Sure.
been taking care of the trucks and stuff, kind of teching and all that stuff, and because I can't keep up with that, the trucks, the way they change. So Dustin Ravella handles all that stuff. I've been kind of pushing him off to them. So when they call me about anything to do with tech of trucks, I just give him Dustin's number. Dustin takes care of that, and then Dale and Jeremy just help me on the track and do all that stuff.
Cool. Good deal. Another one here. On the picture, the other picture there with Max Cackle Jr. Totally off topic. Have you ever driven that tractor?
No, I haven't. I haven't driven the tractors in about a year and a half. My back was really hurting it bad. It was hard just to get stuff done and get there. And it was to the point just when I got there, I didn't want to do nothing but sit and watch them anyways. It was just too hard. And I'm a lot better now, but it's just Jeremy and Blaine, they do a good job driving them. So let them drive them. I don't care. I like just watching them and working on them.
Yeah.
I'll do it one of these days, but not yet. I haven't. No.
Okay. I can relate to that. It's cool to see.
Yeah, I
just
remember a
see
few
them
years
on
back,
track.
you had a back problem, and it wasn't fun watching you walk around. And I was kind of the same
Mm-mm.
way. And that's the worst. And it's hard to get motivated. It's hard to do things. And this is just the hobby. You got to get done, and I got to get through work first. And by the time that gets done, there's just hardly anything left. But
Yeah.
Brian, did you drive it all last year, or was it sled only last season?
Oh, I drove in Chico.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yep.
guys are funny. You like to work on them and watch them.
pretty
I do the
stupid.
exact
Huh,
opposite. Yeah, I do the exact opposite.
Kevin's like, look, I'll show up Saturday.
At least he's
about
honest.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to say that. Tell me when to show up, boys.
But don't worry, Kevin, you're not
Yeah.
the first one. Others have said that about you.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you guys have any questions for Donnie about this pool coming up or anything before we?
Well, I've got one. Donnie, is there going to be a taco truck in the infield?
Yes, there is. You know what?
Nice.
Was it you that called today? Because there was like 3 people that called and asked that.
I didn't call,
And I
but
said-
I certainly am looking forward to
It's
it.
an oddly specific
Yeah.
question.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing last year, because everything, the grandstands and everything was on one side. I didn't think, because we had access to it, but not enough people knew how to get over there. So that was bad. So no, we just talked about that not 10 minutes ago, because I got home and I have to write everything down anymore. I can't remember a lot of stuff. So I write notes down all day, and I get home. I told my wife, I said, hey, like 3 people, different people that called about tickets today, asked about pit passes and wanted to know if they got pit passes, if there was going to be food in the pits. And
Nice.
I said, well, this here, the VIP tent is actually in the pits, but they can't get in there. So there's going to be something in there. Yeah.
Awesome.
I do remember the taco guy there in the infield. They're good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
hmm
Good deal. Well, Donnie, I know you guys have a lot going. We appreciate you joining
I do,
us.
but if
Appreciate
you don't
your
mind,
time.
if you don't mind, I got a question. Trevor, how's your job going, buddy?
It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been
Your
good.
phone hasn't been ringing with 805 area codes on it about Cal Poly stuff.
I mean, it has for sure.
I'll bet.
Yeah,
I'll bet.
yeah. They'll get it all figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're bringing at least one tractor next week, right?
Yeah,
Is that
I don't
what I
think
heard
that
this weekend?
the yellow tractor will be back together yet, but the Allison will definitely be there.
Are they going to run that yellow one twin again, or are they just going to run a single?
No, I think they're going to stick to single.
Oh.
They were going to go twin, but we had a couple conversations and kind of decided that pulling has, specifically that class has evolved a lot in the last couple of years. That
Yeah.
even if they are just doing it for fun, they're going to be 30, 40 feet behind everybody else.
Yeah.
So you might as well just run it as a single engine, and then you're competitive with all of them
Yeah.
except for one.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's good.
It's a good idea.
Hell, we might do the same thing.
I was kind of thinking
We may not be far behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that
we
that
were
class
pretty
is going to get
secure in
really
second
big.
place, but not
What's that,
anymore.
Kelly? What'd you
I
say,
said
Kevin?
the single engine class is going to get real big. Yeah, everybody just dump one off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this
we'd
dumping them off, but having a spare so I don't have to worry about it. And
Yeah.
Yeah, then you got
Keep,
extra.
keep
I was
running
just
all
going to
year.
say we'd all have a spare.
Yep.
I don't know. We're pretty
Good
good
deal.
at fighting for second place between the two of us, I feel like.
Well, we were.
There's that class is going to be pretty competitive. I think
Yes.
the 2-engine class. Oh, look, James has a single engine
I
whip.
got it drawn
Oh,
up
look at that.
already. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, you're ahead of the game.
Jeez.
Okay,
Wow.
well, it may happen.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, it could happen. So, well, Donnie, thank you again. I know you guys have a lot going on, but
No.
appreciate you coming on, and
Thank you.
we look forward
And
to
see you guys next week.
we'll see you on Wednesday. And if,
Yep.
if you need anything from us, just holler. But
I'll be in touch with you before then, I'm sure. But yeah, no, everything's good. Make it happen.
good deal. All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank
Okay.
you for coming on.
All right. Good
Thank
luck
you.
next
See you
week,
later.
Donnie.
Thank you.
See you, Donnie.
See you guys. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Cool. So next Wednesday night, the 11th at 6:30 p.m. at the Tulare Thunder Bowl, which is the Tulare Fairgrounds, California Winter Nationals coming up. Looking forward to being there. So be good to.
Brian, are
see
you
everybody.
bringing one sled there or both sleds?
But I don't know.
Okay.
Last week, Donnie and I talked, and he wasn't sure on the numbers. So we'll have. I assume we're bringing both, but
Yeah, but that's obviously something that can be changed.
we're planning on both. Put it that way.
Good. Good.
But if they're at 50 to 60, it would make sense.
Yeah, it sounds like he's getting close to that already. So
Yeah. So next week the season starts. We're excited to post our schedule. I believe Christy has got it on our website now, but we have a pretty full year this year. Very exciting stuff. We're looking forward to kicking off our season Friday, the 8th of May in Chowchilla. And then we talked just a minute ago with Donnie that the 9th is the Dixon Mayfair. A couple weeks later, we'll head up to Chico again to the Silver Dollar Fair. June 19th, we'll go to the Stockton Ag Fest. That's a Friday again this year. The following Friday is the Willits Frontier Days, spot we love going every year. The Alameda County Fair moved into July. Well, the fair runs for a month, but they moved our weekend into July. So Friday the 11th, Saturday the 12th. No, I'm sorry, Friday the 10th, Saturday the 11th, and Sunday the 12th. We'll be at the Alameda County Fair for 3 days again this year. July 26th is a Sunday. We're headed back to the Mid-State Fair in Paso Robles with our good friend Reno from Flying U Rodeo. August 8th, we are headed to the Redwood Empire Fair in Ukiah. The 29th, we'll head out to Fallon, Nevada again for the Cantaloupe Festival. Following weekend, we go to Winnemucca for the Tri-Counties Fair. Weekend after that will be West Coast Diesels in Santa Rosa. Saturday the 26th will be the Souza Memorial Truck Show in Turlock. San Benito County Fair, October 3rd. They're moving it to Saturday this year, which is pretty exciting. So it's get it off a Sunday. And then, of course, we will wrap our season up in Madera with the Golden State Invitational on Friday, November 13th and Saturday the 14th. So busy summer coming for us. Of that list, why don't you guys, we'll go around and just pick one of your favorites. And why is that your favorite spot to go to?
I mean, I'm assuming we all have to not say GSI.
You can. I mean, if you go first and pick it, everybody else will be copying you, Steve.
I mean, for me, it's GSI.
It's fair.
Even though
Fair enough.
Justin rear-ended you there.
Well, I mean, that was just part of the experience. Look, nothing's ever like life isn't smooth, Brian. Like you got to be able to roll with the punches sometimes, or in some cases, like the donkey punch that you get the back of the head, like Justin did to
Yeah.
me.
Donkey
But
punch. He donkey punched you.
he did with 35,000 pound sled. Is that about right? 35,000.
Probably.
I mean, I think he might have put a little extra weight in there too when I pulled, if I'm being honest. But that's fine. Like I'm like not mad about it. Actually, he didn't do that. John Spielman probably did that. But
was a team
GSI is
effort.
great. Exactly. But GSI is great because it brings in not just the competitors that we get to see all season long, but it brings people in from out of state and who we don't normally get to interact with and who don't normally get to interact with us and also pull your equipment. So anyway, to me, GSI is great. It brings in like it's a I say a big crowd, and I don't necessarily mean the crowd in the stands. I mean the pullers themselves. So I love GSI myself. Go ahead, guys,
Nice.
copy me.
That's great. Who's next?
Very good. You can go next, Kev.
Okay. I'm gonna do 5 main points for each poll that I enjoy. Every single poll.
Good idea,
Okay.
Kev.
I'm just kidding. I like them all. I'm looking at the list. I like Chowchilla. It's nice and close to home. Chico, Stockton, Willits is always fun. There's a nice concert. Alameda was cool. 3 nights. Ukiah is
He's
always
literally
good.
going down the list.
Paso Robles is fun. We haven't been there in a while. I didn't go to Fallon last year. Winnemucca. Now there's a doozy. That's a good one. Santa Rosa is fun. Turlock, just Pinos was pretty killer. And Madera. Those are all very good. I love them all.
I feel like
Very
you did not
insightful,
understand the
Kevin.
assignment.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Very
I said-
insightful.
And I said, I don't think you understood the assignment.
I gave it my own twist.
Yeah, you did.
Trev?
I mean, I feel like I have memories that go with each one, so they're all. I look
That's what I
forward
was
to going
thinking.
to all of them, But I would say, I don't know. Ukiah is always a fun one, and it's a pretty good track.
Yep.
And we usually see some mud bogs the night before, and
Oh yeah, that's fun.
then the mud boggers stay the night and come pull with us the next day. So there's always some fun vehicles there. Same thing with Willits, though. It's kind of the same crowd, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Jay?
I'm excited to go back to Paso Robles.
Yeah.
Me too.
That'll be fun and
Is
exciting.
that one going to be a shorter show like it usually, like split into a couple
Yes.
sessions type deal?
Yes.
Kind of a combo
Agreed.
thing, like with the other
Are we doing
entertainment type stuff.
Bulls? What was it? Bikes, bulls, and pulls?
We did, bikes, bulls, and pulls.
Nice.
And he's done a couple different things. I don't think we're going to have buck and bulls right next to the track again, though. I mean, that's cool and all, but god dang, that's something else.
I was going to try
Um,
that this year too. Shoot.
I would have
well, I'll
done it.
call
That could
him.
be the next
We could
video.
probably
As
do
soon
it.
as you get off the track, you just get right onto a bull.
Actually,
on a
I think that's a
ball.
great idea. Compete
That's a
in
James
both.
video.
Sign me up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
Feels like
we'll
it
get
feels
on
like
that.
a new
but
extreme sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them I'm in.
We got to come up with a
I
clever
will.
name, but I like this.
So the Alameda County Fair will only probably be like 4 or 5 classes. I don't know yet exactly what we have time for, but we're only going to run a few classes at that one.
Alameda.
And then
Wait,
as far as
Alameda or
our,
Alameda or
California.
Paso?
I'm sorry, the
Mid-State Fair.
Mid-State Fair, Paso Robles. Alameda
Yeah.
is 3 days. We're going to fill them all up. Paso Robles will be just a few classes to make it work with their schedule. As far as our point series goes this year, we sent out a survey to most everybody that was involved in it in 25. And one of the questions was, how many events are you comfortable competing in? And the options were 10 or less, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, or the more the merrier, something like that. And like in the 7,400-pound tractor class, we had 3 responses. One was 10 or less, one was 11 to 15, and one was 16, and the more the merrier. So we're obviously not going to make everybody happy, but what we're going to do is I'm going to shoot for about 10 to 12 events for each class in the point series. So we're still working on that, and it's not as easy as you would think to just throw darts and pick them. But we are working on that. So our website will get updated with which events are points for which classes. Now, just because the event doesn't count for points for that class, when we're like the pro mods, we love having them everywhere, but there's just some events that they may not be getting points. They'll get paid their purse, but not points, if that makes sense. So we're still hammering out the details of the structure of our point series and what it's going to look like, but we are trying to reduce the number of events for each class that count for points. So we're working on that, and trying to spread it out evenly so that it works for everybody. But we will have that information out very soon. But it's definitely going to be a great summer of pulling, and we're looking forward to it. Some good events. There's 2 more that we're talking to that I don't know if they're going to come through or not, but we have to get the schedule out. So if they come on, they come on. If they don't, they don't. But we got a solid schedule as it is. So we're looking forward to it. So yeah, more details to come. And Christy's working on the app. I know she's sending it to some people now, but that is going to be a pretty fantastic deal once that's up and running. So that's all I've got for that schedule. Been working on it and talking to people several days a week, talking to fair managers and whatnot, just trying to hammer out all the details. So looking forward to it. Going to be a great year. So
Very good.
With that, I think, well, before we go to Uncle Steve's Whiskey Minute, do want to remind everybody to vote. It's our civic duty to vote. The Pullers Championship. There's quite a contingent of West Coast, California, Oregon, Nevada, Washington folk that are in the hunt to be in the top 20. The Pro Mod 4-wheel drive class, there's 10 out of 20 are West Coast vehicles, trucks. 2-wheel drive, Dana's in there. The mini tractors, I think both of Robbie's mini tractors are in there. The 7,400-pound tractors, there's Robbie, us, and Steve Milanesio. So there's a lot of West Coast vehicles that are in the hunt. So thepullerschampionship.com, you can check it out and
in
vote
there
on
too?
there.
Is the Max
Oh,
Cackle
Max
Jr.?
Cackle
Max
Jr.
Cackle
is,
is,
yes.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Max Cackle is. So there's 4 tractors there from right here in the Central California. And I think Paul is on there too.
The Portuguese Pounder?
Yeah. I really haven't been paying that close of attention. So anyways, get out and vote.
He's not on there.
The Pounder's not? Okay.
Maybe we could put him in as a write-in candidate. I don't know.
I could try. I don't know if that was an option.
I was joking. I know it's not an option.
Okay. So
That's a good one, Steve.
Thanks, Kev.
Speaking of the Pullers Championship, and on Wednesday night, John, Chris, and Jason, our friends from West Coast Pullers Live, 6 p.m. is their show on Wednesday, and I believe that their guests are going to be our West Coast Pullers that are in the hunt to be voted in. So that should be a good show. So check them out Wednesday at 6 p.m. That's all I've got,
Nice.
Uncle Steve.
Well, shall we go to Uncle Steve's Whiskey Minute?
Yes.
It's time for a whiskey minute.
Every time I see that intro, I love it. I mean, like,
It's so good.
it's
That's good.
phenomenal. Okay, so tonight I've got a special. Well, first I have to start with a confession. Technically, this is not
Oh, no.
whiskey, and I'm going to get
Wait
to
a
why.
minute.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's spirits distilled from grain. I'll get to why in a little bit. But this one is called Cascade Moon, and it came. I received this as a gift from my cousin. Well, all of our cousin Mikey. He came over to the house and brought this as a really lovely. I won't call it a hostess gift because I'm not a hostess, but a host gift. Anyway, so it's Cascade Moon. It is produced by the Cascade Hollow Distilling Company, which also produces a very popular, like the vaunted George Dickel whiskey. It's Dickel. It sounds like tickle, but it's different.
It's spelled different for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to be dickled. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So anyway, so I'm gonna get to why it's not technically whiskey, but George Dickel, the distillery was founded in the late 1800s. They're from Tennessee. They're well known for their like a very mellow, smooth, like well-rounded Tennessee whiskey, like Jack Daniel's, if it was classy, if that makes sense.
What?
No, I meant like classier, Kevin.
Thank you.
It's just the slightly, oh, it's like me to you. It's like the slightly classier brother of Jack Daniel's.
Oh, the older, nerdier one.
Yeah, you can say that, sure. Anyway, so this is it's a single special barrel. So it's single barrel like Blanton's that we had talked about. I want to talk a little bit about the law. Okay, so last week we talked about Colonel E.H. Taylor and how he basically wrote the law for bottled in bond, which means it had to be over 100 proof, right? 50% alcohol. You guys know that, right? Like proof means if you cut proof in half, it's the
Divided by
percentage of
2.
alcohol, right?
Mhm.
Or if you double the percentage of alcohol, it's the proof, right? So when you talk about 100 proof, it's 50% alcohol. So bottled in bond is one law, but there's another law. In order to call something whiskey or bourbon, they have to be 80 proof, 40% alcohol. I'm going to try to put this in a spot where you can see it. Do you see the percentage of alcohol here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a whiskey.
Tricky.
Off 40.
That is
39.9. That is less
the
than
reason.
40%, which means it's less than 80 proof, which means you can't call it whiskey. So we call this spirits distilled from grain. You know the only difference between this and whiskey?
It's
Tenth of
not
a
80
percent.
proof.
It's 0.1%. That's right. So what they could have done is the Dickel distillery could have blended this with a slightly hotter barrel. They could have introduced just some pure grain alcohol to it and brought it up, but they were like, no, we're not doing that. We're literally going to put this out as a barrel proof that's below the number we can call whiskey, and F it. We're going to see how people feel about this. And I'll tell you how I feel about it. I feel
How
amazing
do
because
people
it is so good. It's literally, it's like you have something that's so good and you're like, I don't know, should I argue about like a decimal point, like 0.01%? No, we shouldn't argue about it. What we should do is just love it. And we do love it. So
There's
There's-
no tax advantage to that, like not being a
That's what
whiskey
I
or
was gonna
something?
ask,
It
yeah.
seems like there would be like they have an angle to this.
no, I don't think they do. Because, if you get
It's a
something that's
bold move.
like if you look at a schnapps, right? So it's maybe like 60 proof, like a 30% alcohol. They still get taxed at the same rate. As far as I know. You know what, Kevin? I shouldn't
Yeah.
answer this question like I know. I'm going to do some research, and next week I'm going to have an answer on that.
Thank you.
But for whiskeys, you've got to be distilled from grain, which it is, aged in oak, which it is, and bottled at 80 proof minimum, which it is not.
This
So
is
there's
interesting.
no like rounding. I mean, that's the thing about the federal government. They're like, they're really lax about a lot of things. Like, I don't know, like, well, let's not get into some details, but you know what they're not lax about? Decimal points. And this is 1 decimal point away. The law doesn't care about how good it tastes. It just
They
cares
don't
about the
round.
number.
They don't round.
So we're at 39.9 proof. No, percent. So it's 79.8 proof.
8.
It is not whiskey,
Huh.
but it is delicious. I've been
It
drinking it
must be because that
all
did he
evening.
give it to you half empty or
When did Mikey come over, by the
No.
way?
Oh no, this has been a while. Like Mikey came
Oh.
over. He was one of my first guests, and I drank. We didn't drink any that night. I had a bottle open, and then we were drinking wine. Anyway, and then I've had other people over, and I shared it with them, and they loved it. But I was like, you know what I need to do? I need to save this for a whiskey minute night, and tonight's the night. So, anyway,
This is the
It's
almost
the thi-
whiskey minute.
exactly, and I feel bad about that because I feel like I have an obligation to present whiskeys, and I'm
Yeah.
literally presenting something that
It's not even a
technically is
whiskey,
not
dude.
whiskey, right? But it's fucking delicious.
Question for you, Steve. If you hypothetically poured another whiskey or any alcohol that was distilled from grain in there that was a slightly higher proof,
I'd have whiskey.
brought the average up, then you would have a blended real whiskey,
Huh.
correct?
Absolutely. And by the way,
There's a
it wouldn't take
workaround.
much. This is already 39.9%.
Yeah.
It would take very, very little to get there.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right, Jay. I would, at that point, have a true whiskey.
Whiskey.
At
Yeah,
this
this is
point,
neither a whiskey nor a minute.
right. I have a
That's
distilled,
okay.
a spirit distilled from grain. Anyway, so like somewhere, some federal employee is like looking at his Excel sheet and he's like, nuh-uh.
James makes up the rules.
All right. So
Not this one.
I'm going to wrap this up because I feel like I'm going a little bit long again.
No problem.
Once again, it's called Cascade Moon. It is from Cascade Hollow Distilling Company, which makes George Dickel, and we will be reviewing the actual George Dickel bourbons later, and maybe a rye at some point as well. So is it good? It's good. Is it whiskey? Legally, it's not.
It's
Is
not
it
a
worth
whiskey.
talking about? It's definitely worth talking about. And, you know, it's not a cheap bottle, but it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, very good.
Very
That's
good.
once
Excellent.
again, very interesting.
Interesting, Steve.
well done?
Lori was
Steve.
less than impressed, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I think there's something to that 1/10% below.
There's gotta be, right?
They've got an angle to that.
I mean, it's the way it came out of the barrel. They didn't molest it
They're
at all.
true to form. And they
Now-
did not molest it.
Wait, one more question, Steve.
Yes.
Are they that precise in their distilling and the technique that they can for sure guarantee it's going to be 39.9, or is this they test the barrel, if it's less than 80 proof, then they bottle it as this versus something else?
So James, that was a phenomenal question. And we now need to add 5 more minutes to the whiskey minute.
Go ahead.
No.
Go for it, Steve.
They're not that precise. So when they distill, it comes out at a particular percentage. Typically, it's way higher than this. So you'll see a lot of barrel proof whiskeys that are 104 proof, 110, sometimes up to 120 proof, or 116, 120 proof. I've got that's not one of them, but I've got a lot of them that come out higher than that. What they normally do is they'll take, if it's not a barrel proof whiskey, they'll take the whiskey that comes out. It's something in the 110, 120 range, and they cut it down. So they will add a certain amount of distilled water to bring it down to either 90 proof, 80 proof, 100 proof, like that bottled in bond, something like that. When they're doing a barrel proof, they don't add any water to it at all. So it just comes out, and a lot of those are the higher proof whiskeys. They're the 110, 116s. This one, so Dickel normally would they would take their whiskeys and they'd blend them together, and they'd end up at whatever percentage they end up at. But sometimes they get one that's they like so much, that's so good, but below that that 80 proof, that they just say, you know what, screw it, we're putting this out there and we're going to see how it goes. When that happens, they end up with something as amazing as Cascade Moon. But generally, that's the philosophy isn't that they're aiming for that. Usually their barrel proofs are significantly higher than this. This just is, it's a kind of a happy accident. Oh, this is a joke that I'm not going to make. Oh, that was tough. Okay,
I was
I didn't
thinking
make the
Bob
joke.
Ross.
I didn't make
That's
the
right.
joke. But this, oh yeah, that would have been better. Anyway, this is a happy little accident where they just ended up at the point where they were lower than 80 proof, but that wasn't the intent.
Okay, understood.
Oh, good question.
Ooh.
How many?
I'd have to do
bottles?
some math. I think it's 220. Anybody have a calculator? You know what? James could probably do this, or Trevor could probably do it. Anyway, I think it's 225 liters in a barrel, and it's 3/4 of a liter for a bottle. So I don't know. Can somebody math that?
300.
No.
700.
Three.
No.
300. It's 300 bottles in a barrel, John.
Hmm.
And I have to thank my nephews for mathing that.
Good job, boys.
All right. Anyway, that's what I've got.
Well done, Steve. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Excellent.
Thank you for indulging me once again.
Very insightful. I'm excited for next week for sure.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a whiskey next week.
I
Yeah.
promise we will.
What are we? One
Boy,
for
Kev.
2 for 3 right now?
Of whiskeys?
whiskeys?
Yeah. But by the
Yeah.
way, we're so
okay.
close to being a whiskey.
So close. So
I mean,
close.
Look, it's not like
If this was
39.9% is like, I'm trying to say something not offensive, is weak. 39.9% is pretty solid.
It's no wine cooler, that's for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
It is
guys.
true. Well,
Nice. Well done, Steve.
well done, Steve. Before we get into Marketplace, I think, Steve, the Whiskey Minute has been a huge success. So we ought to try out a couple new segments, I think. I think it's at least worth taking a shot at once. Could be Lemon Drop Monday next week, but I think for this week we are gonna try something new.
I'm
Let
excited.
me just see if I could pull up a little clip here.
Welcome to Uncle Kev's Beer Minute.
And with that, we are going to enter a new segment of the show, brand new, never seen before. This is called Uncle Kev's Beer Minute. And Kev, without further ado, I have a minute on the clock right here.
Okay.
And we'll just go ahead and start your beer minute.
Did you start? Okay.
Go ahead.
I had no idea that this was happening, but this is great.
There's 10 seconds, Kev.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody drink A beer straight, but so slow.
Thank you, Kev. That was
Nicely done.
that was fantastic, Kev. Now that your the official minute is over, would you like to give a rating on the beer? That was a Coors Light, correct?
Indeed, that was a. Pardon me.
That's the rating, the burp.
That was a Coors Light, and it was as expected.
Good to hear, Kev. Good to hear.
Till next week.
I was thinking Big Dan is as disappointed as he's ever been
no.
in anyone if you watch
No,
that.
no, wait a minute. That was
He
the
was
beer
literally
minute.
trying to take
That was
an
not
entire
a
minute.
shotgun minute.
No, it was intentional.
I know, but Big Dan has never taken a full minute to drink a beer.
Oh no, I agreed. Yeah, and that's respectable.
Maybe next time he's on the show.
I don't think that's the point of the beer minute, though.
No,
I
no,
think
it's
it's more
fine.
of
I
a
know.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it though. Dan would be
Well
pretty
done.
bummed.
No, it's
Oh, thank
Kev.
you.
That was very sophisticated. You handled
Thank you.
yourself well. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Well, until next week. With that, I think this is time for us to move into marketplace. This is weird. I don't even have to explain it to anybody because it's just the regulars
Yeah.
on here. So we'll just skip the first slide and get straight into it. The first listing here is a 1999 pull-in truck built by a very well-known engine builder. We don't know his name, but he's well-known. Set up for the 2.5 class. I believe this is in Colorado. It could be turned into a 2.6 truck pretty easy as it already has PPL safety rules. It's 6.7 crank, built 12 valve, filled block, waggler rods, custom cam, diamond pistons, P&P stock casting head with Tater-built intake runner, and a S400 turbo, NV 4500 transmission, and a triple disc clutch. Also hydraulic steering. So it's a pretty standard setup, kind of in that work stock class range. But out there, they call it a 2.5 class. Trev, you are up first this week. What do you think the truck was listed for?
I'm gonna say 30,000.
30?
Yeah.
Dad?
35,000.
35. Okay. Steve?
40.
40. Kev?
25.
25. A
Thousand.
very even split there. We have 25, 30, 35, and 40. Kev, I think that beer is doing some magic for you.
Hey,
The correct
now.
answer is 26,000.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
And
Feels like a good deal.
I think this is about standard. Most of these trucks, for some reason, I feel like a lot of them are 26 exactly.
Really?
And
I was just looking at the seat. I mean, it's all messed up.
that's a good point. Yeah. That's not a $40,000 seat right there.
Well, I mean, now that you point that out, yeah.
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 Well,
You guys missed
anyways,
the details.
a great guess, Kev.
Oh,
With
thank you.
25,000, you're going to get 2 points there. And we have only 4 listings tonight, so everybody has to be on their game here.
Oh, boy.
Next up is the pull-in sled here. It's
Oh my
self-propelled,
God.
fully
Heck yeah.
operational, clearly in top-tier condition. A few of the hydraulic hoses have been replaced. The pan has been completely rebuilt. You can see it. It looks almost perfect here.
Oh, yeah.
It
Look how they hid
has
the
a
wires.
3-cylinder engine with a hydrostatic drive system, I believe. And Dad, we'll go to you, as you do on the most sleds here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this
Yeah.
cab here, and I'm
It's pretty
wondering
nice.
It almost looks like it's off like a boat.
That's what I was thinking. It's from a ship.
That's
Like
kind
a
of what I'm
tugboat.
thinking,
Yes.
which is a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
Dad, what do you think?
Oh man. Well, we don't know much about it, huh?
No, we do
we,
not.
we,
Um,
we know a lot, though.
I'm
I'm
wondering
gonna-
about the transportation for it.
Yeah.
Bet they just leave the front wheels down and tow it.
I'm gonna say 40,000.
40?
No idea.
Steve?
I don't know. I feel like it needs to be less than that. I mean, I admit I have never bought a sled, but I'm going to come in at half of what Brian said.
Oh,
Half of what he said. Okay. 40,000 divided by 2. We'll do the math later. Kevin, go to you.
oh God. Without knowing the level, it's very hard to price this sled.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good
So
point.
this could be anywhere, I think, from 1 to what we say 30 as the levels.
No, I
Something
think it's
like that,
less.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like 24.
I'm going to
26.
say Steve said somewhere between 0 and 40. Brian said 40. I'm going to stick with 25,000.
25,000. Okay. You don't just lock in 25,000 for the rest of the show?
Actually, a pretty good guess.
I mean, okay, if I win one with that, I should get at least double points, though, if I'm locking in.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And if I nail it, that's 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He's good at math.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Fine.
All
That's
right,
good.
we're locked in. Kevin is in at 25 for all 4 listings. Trev, we will go to you. 25,000 is already taken.
Thank you.
I'm the last one, yeah.
Correct, yeah.
I'm gonna go $1.
$1.
Yeah.
Very
Bold
good guess.
move.
Well, I can tell you it was listed for $20,000. Steve,
Nice.
my producer is saying
Wow.
40,000 divided by 2 is 20,000, and which means you got the correct answer.
Awesome.
We're gonna give you 3 points. That's 6 divided by 2, and second
Trevor gets a
closest
point.
was Trevor with $1.
Nice.
Trev, you are on the board, which then means our scoreboard here with only 2 listings, we already have a
man.
3-2-1-0. Steve in the lead, Kevin in second, Trev with 1 point in third place. Dad, you aren't on the board yet, but we're only halfway there. You got plenty of room to go. And Kevin's guesses are
Locked
25.
in, baby.
Locked
Okay.
in.
He's
I
locked
feel
in.
pretty good about this. I feel, as long as it's not like a big piece
Kevin,
of
you're-
land in the desert.
You're
That's
up
okay.
first here. You're
Okay.
up first here, and you're
Well, we don't have
guaranteed to
any
get
big pieces of-
25,000.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying Kevin's the first guess here, and we already know his answer.
He is in at 25,000.
Okay.
This next listing we're looking at is a custom Hayabusa Rhino. It
Okay.
is a Yamaha Rhino with a Suzuki 1200 Hayabusa and a 6-speed transmission with forward and reverse gears. I don't know what
Okay.
the little transmission's out of. It obviously wasn't with the bike. You can see it's a little worse for wear, but there's no indication in the listing that it doesn't run. There's no
That may
videos
be a
of it
little
running,
high.
but it's kind of it's one of those things where they probably got it running a long time ago, and then maybe it's been sitting, or maybe it runs. I don't know. It's hard to say. Kevin, you're in at 25,000.
Yeah, kind of regretting that.
Okay. Well, we'll go to Trev.
Is that the air cleaner like sitting between the 2 dudes or between the seats?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
motor
Yeah,
right there?
that's the motor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's super small on here. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna go
27,000, right, Trev?
yeah, no. Maybe like I don't know, 5,000.
5,000. Okay. Dad?
Mm, 8,500.
8,500. Steve?
Dang it.
I would like $5 per cubic centimeter.
Okay. Well, 6,000. I don't know. Correct answer here is 7,500.
Damn.
Yeah, buddy.
Damn it.
Which, Steve, you got pretty close there with a guess of 6,000. You are going to be the not the closest, but the closest eligible for points.
Yeah.
Dad, you had 8,500. You were only off by one number, but that is unfortunate. So, Steve, you're going to get another 2 points. Trev, second closest with 5,000. You're going to get 1 point, putting you at 2, which now means that, Dad, you're going to have to be the closest for sure here to even just tie for last place. And, I mean, technically you're spinning the wheel regardless, but we don't know
Yeah,
that.
but we could have two spinners.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Well, Dad, I like your chances here. You are a ranch worker sometimes, and this is
I'm a farm worker.
sort of akin to that. This is a black hobby horse plus accessories.
Nice.
Their name is his name is Porsche. He is a perfect little A4 hobby horse. I don't know what A4 means. I don't know if that's like sleds where they get a grade.
It's
For
exactly
what?
the same. It's exactly the
must
same.
be.
You got it.
Comes with
Yeah.
a stick attached. That's always good with a hobby
Oh,
horse.
that's good.
An ear bonnet and a halter and lead and a blanket. The seller says you are free to change everything about his personality and name, which is very courteous of them, I would say. He's still very new, barely used, and everything he is listed with, including him, is all handmade with love, which you can't really put a price on that if we're
I
being
think we
honest.
can.
Steve, you are up first here to put a price on love and this A4 hobby horse.
So Kevin's in at 25,000.
Yeah.
Shit. I
Kevin,
think I screwed up.
Am I already locked in at the winning?
Yes. Well, unless somebody ties you with a correct
Perfect guess.
answer, yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is an A4 hobby horse. I mean, like, this isn't. We're not talking about like.
Not any hobby horse. This is
Right,
not.
this is not junk. This is not junk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know what the grading goes to. What if it goes to like
No,
C29?
You don't know what the grading goes to.
That's true. I don't.
All right. I'm pretty sure that this what was his name again?
Porsche.
Porsche. Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, I've seen Porsches. Like the
You could change the name though.
Yeah, no, but for right now, it's a Porsche. And Porsches sometimes are really expensive. Other times you're like, wow, I'm surprised I could get a Porsche for that amount.
You could call him Cybertruck.
I don't think I would do
You
that.
could even change his personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little robot.
That just seems unreasonable. I'm going to come in at $69.
69 whole dollars.
Interesting.
That's good.
And we'll go to Kevin. Kev, out of
Can I
the
just
kindness
ask a
of my
question?
heart.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to ask, why are they called hobby horses? Like what?
Now, that is a
Because it's
good
not
question.
a job. It's not a job. It's a hobby.
Well, that's
that's
just a horse.
Yeah, I really
Like
don't know.
these.
But have you seen like the hobby horse competitions?
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Schultz sent them to us. Remember the racing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin,
I wonder if you could
Cool.
make this one like when you change
Anyways,
his
go ahead,
personality,
James.
if you could make it a unicorn.
You could.
I'm sure you could.
Kevin, I'm going to
Mhm.
tell my phone to pick a random number if you want.
Okay.
If you want this, between 0 and 25,000,
Okay.
and whatever the number is, that could be your guess. Is that fair?
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay.
That compromise. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I mean, it's
reasonable
really not a
compromise.
compromise. It's kind of a gift.
Well,
But here,
yeah, I'll take the
uh,
gift.
0,
Go ahead, what-
25,000.
You
It's
randomize.
6,700 exactly.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
better.
That's better.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
You are going to be locked in there at 6,700. Trev, we will go to you.
What was Steve's guess? 69.
69, bro.
I mean, you know that these things are like, they can't be more than like $50, right? Like,
Unless
Oh, don't
it's
say
named
that, Trevor.
Porsche.
but
Don't say
if it's
that.
named Porsche and you're talking about changing its personality and having a whole bunch of stuff for it,
Plus, do you know that it's handmade?
that's true.
And
We don't know.
I know what I would
He-
name it. I would
he-
name it
I said,
Ferrari
eh,
because there's a horse
he-
on the Ferrari.
That's
That's a
true.
good
But he
point.
comes with a stick, an ear bonnet, halter and
Yeah.
lead, and a blanket.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
Plus, he's barely used.
I'm gonna
hope.
say $100.
$100.
This from the guy who was just like, it's not more than 50.
Well, no, but my point
He
was
said it's not worth more, but
my point was
then
that
he gave
if
his
they
list
have,
of reasons why.
yeah, personality and like all this
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah.
And they
No, I
might
think it
it's
was
worth more.
solid reasoning. Dad, last guess of the night. This one is very important.
All the
You need
marbles,
to
man.
So,
really get it to the dollar if you don't want to spin the wheel.
so Trevor is in at 100
Correct.
and Kevin is in at 6,700.
yes,
all
I'll switch that.
$6,700. Yeah, for that.
Good range.
Yeah,
Which, by the way,
$6,000. So
is better than his original guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, you don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
not.
25,000 was right on.
Could be.
this
That's a good
person
point.
could be off a little, and maybe that's what they're asking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
so I have to be.
Oh,
I believe it's
I
more
forgot
than
about
what
that.
Trevor said
Thank you, John.
and less than what Kevin said. So if I'm in there,
More than
125. 125.
125. Interesting.
Old.
Well,
Exactly.
the correct answer here, Dad, this really only matters for you. I guess unless you
7,000.
get it
Come on.
right.
Come on,
Come
baby.
on.
Correct answer is $125.
No
You're
way.
kidding.
We are we're gonna have to go back
He's
to
cheating.
official review and
He's cheating.
maybe have our referees look into this. Maybe Courtney could
What the
chime in
hell
here
is
and
that?
Hey, wait.
determine
As it
if any
stands,
foul play.
does
kidding.
Brian spin or does Trevor spin or does Brian and Trevor both
Well,
spin?
Steve, I'll give you the rundown before before this
Yeah.
round points
I
play
think
out.
Courtney has spoken.
Okay, Courtney,
Mm,
that's fair enough.
fair enough.
Well,
Courtney
maybe
spoke.
that wasn't in response to the cheating scandal. I don't know.
Let's
Anyways.
hear what the numbers were.
Steve,
The
you're in
cheating
first,
scandal.
5
Because it
points.
happened.
No way you're spinning the wheel.
Right.
Second place is a two-way tie for 2 points apiece. That's Kevin and Trevor. Right?
Nice, Trev.
Wait, didn't I just get it on the money?
No, hang on.
Wait.
I'm recapping the
This
score
changes
before.
things drastically.
Yes, it does.
Wait, what?
Because $125, if it stands, Dad
Wait, what?
will be moved up to second place with 3 points. Now
This
you're
is
thinking,
bullshit.
Wait.
what?
No.
Kevin and Trevor are both spinning,
No.
but
Trevor got second place.
Trevor was the second closest with a guess of
Oh,
$100.
son of a bitch.
Meaning he gets 1 point, putting him in a tie for second with Dad.
Come on. This can't be the
Yes.
way
Brings
this
our
goes
final
down.
score to 5 points for Steve, 3 points apiece for Dad and Trevor. Kevin on the board with 2 points. Solid performance. He's doing well. Then he makes this dumb deal to lock in $25,000 for a black hobby horse and its accessories.
Son of a
And
bitch.
So Jay,
Kev,
here's the thing.
honestly-
We know there's a little bit of a lag between when we speak and when the people see it and then when they can respond. We need to
Sure.
give Courtney a few minutes. Well, like maybe a minute.
No, she responded.
Give her a few more
No.
minutes. Give her
It
time.
doesn't, none of those things. She's asking to be walked through it again.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
he
Well,
cheated.
I don't know if there's much
Prior to
to
that,
go
all she
through.
said is
Honestly,
what
you
they
just
would
guessed
buy it for.
125. If there's suspicion of foul play, I'm certainly open to hearing it.
Yeah.
But
That's really what we want is Courtney, did Brian cheat or not?
yeah,
I get one right out of 100
just-
of these things.
Wait,
Yeah,
welcome.
it's
but you
kinda
gotta,
just-
Then
you gotta,
you
you
were
gotta
obviously cheating at
understand.
that point.
This one was a weird one to get right.
it's kind of just a procedural thing. It doesn't mean anything personally.
You're not
It's just-
under arrest necessarily. Just sit on the curb for a while.
I've heard that one before.
I've never heard that either, Kev.
Oh,
I mean, neither. I'm just saying.
yeah, me neither.
I think it was more sit on a bench, right, Jay?
No, it was on the ground.
Okay.
Anyways, we don't have to. We can move on.
This
But,
thing
I mean,
really went off
At
the
some
rails
point, we
tonight.
need to know who's going to spin. I mean, we know who's not going to spin.
Yeah,
Evan,
I mean, honestly, I don't really think that Courtney's going to weigh in on this as there was foul play. You know,
Wait,
it's kind of
Wait,
Wow.
wait.
here we go. Unlike when Trevor looks down before guessing, Brian didn't. So I think the call on the ice stands. No visual evidence. I mean, that's
Well, that's all we
it's
have to go
sort
by.
of a
I mean,
That's a
she
clear-cut
says Brian's
straight
legit,
answer.
and that means Kevin spins.
Kev, I wish I could say
Thank
it
you,
was
Courtney.
somebody else's fault, but honestly, you made the deal. It was a bad deal.
Well,
to be
when I
honest.
get offered a deal, usually I take it. So it's your fault.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah,
I got a deal
well-
for you on some silver.
yeah,
It's
spot price
that's
from
garbage.
last Thursday, I'm sure.
That's garbage now, Steve.
I'm
not
aware.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay,
I'll
well-
take 100 ounces and we'll call it. I don't know.
Okay, Kev, this one is for you. Here we go.
Spin me up, buddy. Let's do it.
Oh, that's
a
a
black one.
respin. It's just too dark to see.
Okay.
It's a respin.
This is killing me. Another black one. If I get 4 of those, I'm out.
Ooh.
Shit.
Oh,
Second
no.
place has
No.
to spin.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I love
you
this.
nailed it, Kevin. So
Wait,
that really
who
means
who
that,
moved into second place?
that was a tie between Dad and
Oh.
Trevor.
That's phenomenal.
Yes.
So
Yes. They both have to spin.
we're already over our time here, so we're just gonna keep it spinning here. Trev, you're up first. This is for you. Sincerely thank our guest for 1 minute. We're gonna have to be a little creative with that one because our guests are no longer here. Maybe you
Yeah.
could sincerely thank all of our regular viewers that are sticking around.
Yeah.
for-
Okay.
Oh,
For
the
this
viewers. Yeah, there's got to
Yeah.
be. Well, Courtney's watching. You know that.
Courtney's there. We have at least one. Dad, this one is for
Spielman.
you now. Oh, would you look at that?
How did that
Sincerely
happen?
thank our guest for 1 minute.
You want to tag
Wait,
me
well-
in it?
How about Brian thanks us and Trevor thanks all of our viewers?
Actually, I think I want to reverse that and have Dad or have Trevor thank us and then Dad thank all
That's
of our
fair.
viewers.
Also you're in charge, so
Yeah, I
Great
sort of
idea.
am. So Trev, we'll go to you
Tell
first.
everyone viewing to write a comment too. Let's see how long that takes.
Yeah.
Courtney and John, I think, is going to be the two.
legit.
Yeah.
I think we have more than two. Trev,
If they're only two that
I'm
comment.
thanking you guys.
yes, correct.
Yes, individually and for 7 minutes each.
That's what we said. Yeah. Go ahead,
Something
Trev.
like that.
Okay, well, I just want to start by thanking Dad for getting this whole podcast thing started, because it's pretty fun to be able to spend time every week with all of us. Hi, Pookie.
Oh, Chris is watching.
He's watching.
Hey, Pookie.
And then also I want to thank James for doing the Facebook Marketplace every week, because it's
Yeah.
something to look forward to.
Solid.
And it's fun to, just something to laugh about. I want to thank Uncle Steve for
Wait,
the
that's
Whiskey
it?
Minute. What's that?
That's it?
Well, I might come back to you. We'll see.
Okay.
He's not just
Wanna
laughing.
thank-
He's
See how
doing
long,
more
see
than
how long the
laughing.
rest of this takes.
Yeah, exactly. I want to thank Uncle Steve for the Whiskey Minute. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Like that there's fake whiskey. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's not
fake.
fake whiskey. It's almost whiskey.
Almost whiskey, sure.
I like fake whiskey though. That was
And
good.
it's fun to have Uncle Steve on the show. I really enjoy being able to, virtually spend time with you, Uncle Steve, because we don't
Me
get
too.
to spend time in person together all that much. Uncle Kev, I really enjoyed the beer segment this week. I think
Thank
that's
you.
a fun addition.
Thank you.
And same thing. I don't get to see you as much being up here, so it's fun
True.
to hang out virtually.
It
And,
is nice.
Yeah, that's.
You going to circle back to Jay? Because it feels like you were a little light on him before.
I mean, we're
You
at
just
a
said
minute
you
and a
laugh
half
at him.
now. I think we're pretty.
Just
good.
maybe another sentence or two would be nice, don't you think?
Well,
I'm just kidding, Trev. That was
Good
more
job,
than
Trev.
Well
more
done.
than
Good
Jeff.
job.
Yeah, we appreciate you as well.
Good job,
Yeah,
team.
you're neat too.
Yeah. And we'll go to Dad.
Well, I want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in and validating us being here on Monday nights. It is fun, as Trevor said, for the five of us to get together, but we really appreciate everyone tuning in, spending your Monday nights with us. Of course, Courtney, our referee, we appreciate your help. And John's out there watching. I know Chris and Kimmy are watching. Of course, John Spielman's watching. I know the Reeves are out there and many others. Tonight, for the first time ever, we were also broadcasting on the West Coast Pullers Live page. So thank you for letting us do that. To all of our pullers, we look forward to seeing you in this summer. Some we will see next week, some we won't see until May, but we really appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everyone has a great Monday night and a great week. And we look forward to seeing you all next week. And don't forget to tune in Wednesday night to our good friends, same channels on the West Coast Pullers Live. So I think Jason Gish is wearing a helmet this week, is what I remember from their last
Sucker.
episode.
nice.
So anyways, thank you all. If nobody has anything else, I think we'll sign out with that. So everybody have a great week, and thanks for tuning in.
What's your name?